after incident, if you want to call this incident, right? After beating of Lukashenko in 2003, therefore after 8 years of beatings in Belarus I endured, were brought from United States of America since 1995, for 8 years. Also to other parts of Eastern Europe, such as Russia and then Serbia, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and so on. Therefore, after 8 years of beatings, I did somehow manage to return the favor to Lukashenko and two KGB bodyguards in 2003. Angela Merkel came to me and said to me, my boy, are you all right? Are you all right, my boy? Very soon after that, after this concern she expressed for me, kind of made me feel fucking weird. 8 years of beatings. And my boy, are you all right? My boy, are you all right? That's strange. That's crazy. Brought from the US literally for beatings. Nothing other than beatings. Straight to the Belarus by the German government, oftentimes. She told me in 2005, you're gonna get help. You're gonna get help. In 2005, it was a Belarus guy, Sergei, who was the help. The first thing he did was he pushed me from the scarp, stone-made scarp, so I crashed down, break my head, ended in the hospital with broken head. That was in 2005. That was a help. This is finally the help I got. And it's pretty much this help that was coming from Belarus, because I would no longer be taken to a Belarus. So now the Belarus came to me. Took another course for another 13 years, not 15, but 13. And pretty much everything I purchased, everything ended up fucked up. This here I just found. This is a Shimano fishing pole. Also find one broken. Funny, holy shit, because I pulled tons of fish out. I really did. Yeah, it's here. And in this career of fishing at my age, I'm just gonna be 50 on December the 9th. It pertains to the fishing pole here. Total, one fishing pole broke in my hands, and that was a fishing pole I bought from Poland. A shitty, really shitty fishing pole that just broke. It's also a possibility that somebody else got him in the hands, and when I went fishing it broke. But that's since age 4. 46 years of fishing. In 46 years of my fishing career, tons of fish I pulled. I broke one fishing pole in my life. For this one here in 2018, Belarus guy, when I returned back from Belarus guy came. He did not even know how to fish. My father goes oftentimes downstairs and he throws the bait back and forth on the river. he started to imitate him. Uh, just would come here and just take my fucking things, whatever would be, and use it. That's all there is. And return back broken. That's all there is. That's what this was all about. That's how he came in my face in 2018 with a father. And that was also since I didn't like Belarus. In this video, I will be talking to you. This was the help, because you're not gonna make it without the help. It was everything like this. I bought new. The next thing you see, everything was fucked up. Everything was broken. The Croatian cook, Mr. Špiček, a top cook, celebrity, bought me a cooking pan. He bought one. He came here, bought a cooking pan for me. It will be for you, he said. The next thing you see, the cooking pan was already fucked up. Before I could even dream about getting one in my hands, already in like 2017, was already fucked up. Guess who did that? And said, I didn't do too much. I didn't do too much. Nothing he didn't do too much, but he fucked up everything. Everything that got his hands hold up, it ended up fucked up in his hands. That was the help from Angela Merkel. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you about a watch. I just did the review on a belt, which my father somehow got his hands on. It's a nice orange belt, and it pertained to this watch here that you see, for which, by the way, I was sure that the watch is okay, because other watches I bought before that, the radiation was just like crazy, blowing out of proportions. I got two other watches. Before I would even use those watches, the neighbor Andre Uhl, make no mistake, who is using this kind of watches, always have used those kind of watches. Also for his mom, he had this kind of watches. Changed me, those are plastic watches, changed me a top portions. It's all scratched, fucked up, like if I would use that watch or something like that. Never did it one fucking day in my life. Two watches, he fucked it up like this. Watches, make no mistake, were open before I got them in the hands, just like the case was with a tablet, Chinese tablet, and with the backpacks, and as they said, everything you're gonna order from the internet, that's how it's gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. Now, the Russian boy, Sergey, does have, I understand, even online store. At least he had online store. He had his channel in a Russian language, through which he would advertise the products, for which idea, believe it or not, he got right here in Slovenia. So he got a job in Poland, well-paid trucking job, and career that oftentimes offered him to stay whenever they got me, drugged me up under MQ here with me, got paid really well, test products, and do all kinds of shit. Not bad at all. Just for somebody, leaving someone without absolutely anything, broken stuff behind, and drive him at whatever occasion, if only possible, insane. Alright guys, this is a review on a watch which partially I already have done, because father chopped me the orange belt that came along this EX18 smartwatch. I do recommend this watch if you don't mind. It's really not good. It doesn't really track good distance and calorie consumption, because it starts every 24 hours on its own. But you know, I don't like anyone to measure stuff about me through the Bluetooth, anyways. So I don't mind. It's supposedly this is a water resistant. I'm saying this because few guys under MK Ultra that used smartwatches, they immediately started to cry that it was as soon as they would go exercise, rain got them and they had to eventually throw the watches away. But this watch, nothing special really. This is like a 12 euro, 13 euro watch, but it's a good watch. You can order from AliExpress as I did. I purchased one on June 29, 2021, and I do have one for about a month and a half now because it did arrive somehow slowly, and you already know what that means. For this watch, there is no watch on AliExpress that I haven't seen. Was not promised I'm gonna get fucked up product. If whatever watch, the smartwatch on AliExpress, a Russian criminal, a criminal from the Belarus, had in his hands and demonstrated me. You know, and because of this watch also, and because of this watch also that I bought, because of tablet that Slovenian government, I believe, modified prior to giving one to me in my hands, just as they promised me the case is going to be. But with that Android, with a tablet the Chinese government had fingers in it, and it was a German government again that had fingers in it, and American government and so on, which idea was to exhaust me financially, and that kind of stuff. But this became so disgusting that when I got this watch in my hands, I was really, really pleased that when compared to that watch, which I already did a review on it. Okay, if I take this watch, it's a smart watch that came with a camera that was 240 by 240. This was the worst thing, but no, really the worst thing about this watch is this thing here. That's basically radiation that's gonna blow. Never mind that 240. This goes way beyond that. You way beyond 300 and 400. There is no shit magnetic here because this is plastic and digital. Look at the distance. You don't want to have a watch like this on your wrist. I was warned against wearing this watch, literally by the criminals who told me are gonna plant the watch to me. How they do this stuff? Well, I was taken to the watch shop right here in Nova Mesto. It's also, I know exactly who to who demonstrated me on behalf of this Belarus criminal. The case is gonna be, I don't know what this is now. Let's take this out.
You don't want to have a watch like this. A little earlier, you were able to see it was 270. A Belarus individual took me inside, and he said, "You're gonna see how we do this to the watch." And the watch repairman, the only thing he did was he pulled something out of the watch, and then basically that was it. And I was told, whatever you're going to purchase through the internet, that's what's going to be. And if you're not going to purchase through the internet and we get your watch, it's what's going to happen is we're going to do this to your watch, basically. They have my mom takes a photo of the watch. If nothing else, they get the watch, and the only thing they do is they swipe the watch with a already fucked up watch, if it's something like that, and then you have your dirty watch. How that stuff is done? A little earlier that I did not finished. Slovenian government observed Belarus. Have you seen that? 350 more. Observed a Belarus guy having a passion for the watches, and he became a tester. He had a passion for the watches and for the sneakers. And he became what they refer to as a tester, that is going to test the products. Would you like to test the products, Sergey, for us? So the guy would get all the watches from the AliExpress, from the eBay, and would demonstrate them to me under MK Ultra. It's a plastic watch, there is no magnetic trick, anything here. See, look at that, 300. Oh, how nice. It was more than 350 if you play with this stuff. This is very, very poisonous stuff. Don't think that I have something inside. That is something inside. There's nothing inside. No. There is nothing inside. There is just a battery inside. That's all there is to it. I'm not doing anything tricky, crazy, whatever. There you have it. There is nothing. This is just a watch. And plastic, a total plastic. It's a plastic. There's no way to make this magnetic. And the guys say, yes, I want to test the products. And along the way, everything that he got, according to him, was fucked up. No, that I already had explained, that I was told for these guys to repeat me. But don't worry. Don't worry. You already know why, right? You already know why. If I said no, I did not. Why? Because he will get your good watch he will buy in the future. Actually, you will get his good watch he will pay for in the future, and his watch, your watch you got fucked up, is gonna go to him, Sergey. So don't worry. This is a sick concept Slovenian government have used against me. This is basically what we have going on. This is one watch. This one, however, I never opened. This is the video about this watch. It's a really nice watch otherwise, and interesting, because when I tried, I didn't notice anything about the watch. I was, well, I to tell the truth, I didn't even want to try much because I'm already traumatized with this shit. because everything you get is broken, destroyed, fucked up. And this stuff goes already long like this for already really considerable amount of time.
So, apart from my father chopping me, the watch, I was actually quite pleased. You know, I said to myself, well, the belt, he did chop, but still I have some other watch or the belt, whatever, and it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's not true. It's not true. I was wrong about it. This watch, also, they have removed the isolation on one. They did on this watch too. So I am also miserable with this watch. They told me when you're gonna carry the hard drives with you and you're gonna have this thing on your wrist, it's gonna create on the body two places where the blood circulates, one around your wrist, another location that's gonna be irradiated. The blood is gonna be where you have the hard drives, right? Where you carry the hard drives. That's this option here that I have behind my belt, right? So these are two dots. Sorry, let's do that. And so let's see just how poisonous this thing here is. Oh, it's a little bit difficult to test. What is it you see? You see me with a watch. You see a telephone here. You see the watch. You don't see anything. You know, there's a phone, and that's it. My hands here, and you can see shoes right here below. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use this thing here, for which I told you that if you test this watch from the top, that's what was so misleading about this watch. Yeah, I could not get anything strange out of it, because when you test this from the top, just look at that. You don't see anything unusual. You see everything normal. See, I see everything. If this would be the case, I would be happy. Okay, I would be very, very happy with these numbers. Okay, all right, that's what is this here? 50. Okay, 50. Nothing. This I would be very, very happy with the 50, whatever. This is very, very cool. So that's what I did. I tested from the top. It did not demonstrate me anything unusual, anything strange, anything whatsoever. Anything. I was gonna show you something because I think that when you put something behind like palm, that already pushes the energy the opposite way, so it increases, but I'm not sure. Gotta test this to see if that's actually true. Nothing from the top. This is just a perfect watch. And that's exactly what I did. I was happy, man. I said, thanks God. Now I have at least, there you go. This is 54, whatever. This is very good. I wouldn't mind this at all. I wouldn't mind. Probably most of you guys wouldn't be happy about it, but I would be so pleased. Okay, well, that's not the case. That's not the case. I turned the watch around. Now let's see what's going to happen here. Now it started to show a real face. 170, 180. So 190 right there. 204, 212. So the real face, the watch is showing from the rear, from behind, and that's why basically I didn't pay attention to that. I saw this. I was like really happy with this. This was great. I said to myself, man, that's very good. Now even from the top is indicating a little higher number than earlier. Okay. Okay, but anyways, from behind you can really see the real face of this watch. Okay, this thing here. You have to You have to find the proper corner and point it, because it's supposed to show you the exact direction that this thing is radiating from. This is exactly the direction somehow that points whichever direction is radiating direction. So what I am going to do, I'm going to use more common program instead. I'm going to use more common program, which is this one here. And you're going to see what this will do. As you see, 100 is a limit, but this would go way beyond. No, that's not good. So that's not good. You can clearly see that this watch, this is not the watch you would want to have. No? And let me just do this. You can see nothing from the top. This is what's interesting about this watch. Look at that. It doesn't show anything. Now 50, but 50 is, like I said, it is demonstrating 50, but I would be still very happy with the 50, although most of you guys probably wouldn't be. If I would only get like 53, I would still be happy with it. 54, it would be the only thing I would have with that much. But I don't get from the front, from the top, I don't get more than 58, 59. This is right somewhere in the border with, I suppose it's no good, 60, right? Now there you go. Well, from the top is also not too good, I see now. I maybe was using the very wrong software. That's a funny, I see now. Okay, this is more, this is not as much as direction wise, this is more like a general pointing radiation. Okay, it says very high radiation actually. Look at that, it says high radiation. 56, okay, but if it would be 50, 60, that would be fine. But no, from the rear it goes crazy. So this watch too, stop. This watch too is a rotten watch. This was also sold to me. Also a rotten watch. Also a watch used to brain kill, basically, if nothing else. Poison your mind. What is psychiatrists and psychologists view as toxic.
What I can tell you next to whatever I said already, I woke up another day with spasms in my lower leg area, a muscle up from Achilles area, pain, radiation again. I was told, I don't know, if it's doing like this, this meter, that's also very, very bad stuff. And that's what this meter is doing all the time. Is all the time like this jumping and up and down. Whatever that's supposed to mean. Well, maybe this individual right here helped me out. Understand myself a little bit better. This is a wonderful man. Whose name is Peter Kopsch, a psychiatrist I told you about already. This wonderful man did also go to Poland, though not to break his spine, but for bullshit. He also moved inside of this house for some time to intimidate visitors, pretending even to be bullying, bullshitting people, literally, during my stay in the U.S. when I was brought here, that he is I, actually. This individual gestured me, for that matter. He said, if they're gonna do that stuff to you, right? He talks about the sex here, that's nice. I told you about what happened with him in Serbia too. That's he. um, um, he said to me, I am laughing because I'm not sure this guy's not insane. I swear to God. He said to me, if they're gonna do that to you, if they're gonna do that stuff to you with a watch, what you're gonna do is you're gonna change the wrist of the watch from left to the right, and you're gonna wear a watch instead of, you're gonna have one on the right wrist, right hand, like Vladimir Putin. And actually, this is not the first time I was taught about the trick, how I should do it. So that much about his assistance pertaining to this case. But this man was very, very helpful in a variety of other issues. All true, I am not sure where this guy is trying to destroy a field of psychiatry, a profession as such, or he's got a jail wish or something like this. He very, very closely resembles a new German guy elected. No, he doesn't look like this here, maybe? Did you see him right here? But in reality, if you would see both, because I did, and the two know each other, by the way. Okay. That would be this man by the name Schultz. The two look very, very much one another, like one another. It doesn't, well, it does look like that. That's why I immediately knew this guy was involved also in MK Ultra, because it was a lot of bullshit about this stuff. Him and him, basically. So, I know this is a mess. I know that this is a mess. This is crazy. But because of this craziness, I lost 27 years of life. The only thing I can say is, in respect to this case, from my point of view, this is about well, whatever it's all about. I already explained what this is all about. That's about this watch again. Right? It's basically about my not getting anything I pay for on the internet, and if I purchase something not on the internet, it costs more money, and it very quickly is switched, like it was the case with this recorder here, which performed, it's right there, from beginning very differently than what it does now. But I can actually go and get it. In respect to battery, If it comes on a home, I believe it's changed before I get one in the hands by the neighbors. If it's something else for that matter, it's already period before it gets. If it goes through the postal office where I have to go to pick one up, if it touches issues such as Android or something like this, I stand no chance. It's the same thing that happens to whatever you order. So this just basically became a normal in my case, with watches, whatever. American psychologist eventually told me, he said you're going to spend more money on watches without any kind of income, anything, than otherwise you would spend on the car. And I'm not going to do that. I have this. And yes, I did order another watch for like €3.50. We'll see how that goes along. But I wouldn't go any further with this because it became a normal. It's a fashion for me. It's a normal for me to get things destroyed. I was going to say earlier, now I don't want to come up with a conspiracy theory like this. It doesn't concern me. But this is a skeleton in the closet already for 27 years. 27 years. 7 years. For 27 years. I was thinking about Joseph Fritzl, because he got a piece of justice in his ass. But guess what? There are Fritzls running out there and are making show out of their atrocities publicly. And it appears to me if not only police that covers up for them and does this stuff, public doesn't mind this stuff, whatever. Okay, thanks for watching this video. October the 16th of 2021. The headphones that came with these telephones here, Virco, these are actually really good headphones. There's actually nothing wrong with them. Why did I unpack 2 headphones and I ended up using them twice only, 2 of them on what the 2 were just broke? And it's something I was told years ahead what the headphones actually even are gonna look like. So therefore the people who did this shit have used this product, or might have been another headphones or whatever they did. Like I said, in a worst case scenario, as I was told, Mom would take a pink photo, go for a coffee to the neighbor, and then the only thing that would happen would be exchange. That's all there is that will follow. I don't know what to tell you, but financially it's completely impossible to keep up with this. This is the 3rd headphone. I have this headphone already for entire time since I have these telephones. The only secret to these headphones here is that I keep them with me. The caps did fall me. I did replace them, the caps, but nothing other than that. It's good. It works very good. The headphones work very good. A few months already with one headphones, and with the other 2 phones, which I left the headphones inside here when I went inside to the store with mom. When I took her for a shopping, I would use them maximum twice, and every time would be something fucked up with them. They would just stop. And oh yeah, you would see the wire cut, you know, cut wires. So there's nothing wrong with the headphones, as I was told the headphones and these phones are nothing good, they're no good. They're good, they're okay. I have one headphone now already for a few months. It's okay as long as it's always, I make sure, in my pocket. It works fine. Neighbor Danica Lenz told me whenever he's gonna need something, a replacement for something, either for the watch, either for whatever, something. And this concerns speakers, the wireless Bluetooth speakers, which I don't know what happened with them. I think worn out, whatever might the case be with them. I did found them on my way from the city, about maybe 150 meters from here along the road at night. Brought them home and saw two guys at night going out, and it was my neighbor, Danica Lenz, right here across the street. I bet they went for the speakers, because the story was like this. When I'm gonna need a replacement for something that's gonna be already fucked up, but something that you don't have and something that's good, and he was the one who did introduce me to these speakers under MK Ultra. It's good, it's portable speakers. Fuck them. They're heavy. It's the kind of product that you can't, because if you're gonna leave one here, what's gonna happen? You're gonna return from the walk, from wherever, it's gonna be already destroyed. Actually, in this case, as he said under MK Ultra, replaced with whatever he's gonna need to replace them with. So yeah, that kind of system is just gonna drop from the hands. Brainwash under MK Ultra how good it is. You go, you order from AliExpress, you have no fucking money, you pay for it. It comes, and the next thing you see, he's got new one and you got fucked up one. And that's a free replacement. It's a free warranty basically for him. I gave it to the mom. I'm not gonna fuck him, eh? If she wants, she can give him. If not, not. MK Ultra inspected the speakers, portable speakers, subwoofers, whatever. But that you will have to return. Those are really good. Those are good. They make you see that, because I don't have a time to bother with this kind of stuff. But the neighbors do. They got time. They got time to read, to study, to do all this shit, to fuck with these things. Even sell the stuff online. You see, they get to do whatever I don't have time to do. But that one you're gonna have to return. You're gonna have to find out whose speakers these are, whether they belong here to Berger or to another guy here whose name I'm not gonna name, or Danica Lenz here right across the street. That one you're gonna have to return. That one you're gonna have. Those are really good. But that one you're gonna have to return. And in fact, was Aleshko here, Bergerio, that insisted on Renault cars. Me buying a Renault cars. Here they like Renault cars, and whatever, for whatever issue, under MK Ultra I wouldn't go and even look any kind of Renault cars under MK Ultra. I don't know what was the issue about the Renault cars. When I did go to buy a Renault, it was a Renault it appears that they figure out it's going to appeal to me. It was a Renault Megane 2001 from Maribor city, from Maribor, white one. And if you're going to go to buy that car, then I'm going to even leave you as speakers. That was a bargain. And so you can, when you drive back, you can play music inside. The speakers I found the very evening before I headed to Maribor for this car. That's exactly how it was under MKR. That's how they timed. But no. These speakers belong to the neighbor here, right across the street. There's a Donna Colenz. So if he made this kind of MK Ultra, they make together, they make sure that, who knows, maybe these speakers are not even from Donna Colenz. Maybe Berger actually gave them speakers. So, you know, because it was he involved with Renault, I wouldn't, but this Renault was completely fucked up. I would point at him and this and that. So that's the kind of business we're talking about. That's how they do it. That's how they have actually tried. That's how they tried. Told the speakers that my mom and I don't talk to this man here in front of me, to this Donna Collins. I don't talk to him about all. He was violent under MK Ultra, very violent. And I don't like rough people. I don't like violent people. I don't like violence. Period. Thus, this Belarus guy, Sergei, does have even a Russian, maybe RU-tube or whatever channel platform, video platform they have in Belarus. That's this Russian, I think it's RU, whatever, tube. Does have his channel where he is advertising the stuff, talking about it. I don't know whether you can see him talking about this stuff or not. I'm not fucking doing that kind of stuff. He said that it would depend what you will say about me, this and that. So he also sells through AliExpress and that kind of stuff. That kind of business. Yeah? It's all that kind of stuff. No, this was not. They would do because of Sergei. This shit started with Americans already. Anybody who ever got anything broken, they ordered. That was given broken. It was very difficult, obviously, issue to deal with. For these guys, it's a nonsense. It's a fucking stupidity. It's a nuisance. That's why I don't see myself in any of you. If I would see myself in any of you, I would think about myself as a trash. You are trash, guys. You are fucking trash from Hollywood. That's what you are. These guys did not go through anything. These guys are just the clowns that would go through some camping or something like that. I went through 27 years of bullshit. Any of these guys that would got products that they would order online, either cables or whatever, and it would come, or they would do something to them or whatever, they would want you to see that what is wrong, the cable. And then they would start to bug you about, but it doesn't work, and you would say, well, why it doesn't work? Under MK Ultra, because you're stoned, basically, with the drugs. That's how they present you. Why it doesn't work? Oh, because you see this here, but it's this thing here. Ah, okay. All right, so remember this? Remember. Okay. Then the next thing you see, you hear somebody coming inside and saying, but don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about this stuff, because just remember, you're gonna get his new cable or whatever he's gonna pay for, and he's gonna get this one. So don't be angry. Oh, they displayed anger and talk about the toxic and all kinds of stuff like that. No, not because they were worried about someone or something, not that kind of compassion, like even help this guy. I'm not going through anything, but he's gonna go through 100 times of what I am going through. Even that kind of stuff you hear. It's just that stuff is not gonna do shit for you when they throw you like this under the water, basically. It doesn't do shit for you. That's just designed to basically... Depression is not a big deal, right? That's not antidepressants and stuff like this. You see the people eat every day. That's not a big deal. So what is it to choke somebody for 27 years like this? It's not a big deal. That's nothing. That's not a big deal. That's nothing. That was the fucking main issue. More main than cancer. More main than spine-breaking procedure. More main than anything in this case. But it's not a big issue anyways. Not that they would care, really not. Psychiatrist Tatiana Prokshil, a girl that got me inside a psychiatric hospital again in 2015 after telling me, if you ever mention just one more time the word MK Ultra, it's going to be, you're going. I did, and just same evening, the only thing that happened was the door opened, the guys walked in, and I had to go. I disappeared again. That's how it's done. This psychiatrist involved in this case, as soon as she finished her education for this psychiatry to become a psychiatrist here in Slovenia, Muja involved her in surprising difficult environment. Not probably, I would say, not even on her resume, but the first time, might be the third time when I met her, when brought from the US, Muja told me, Zoran Muja, psychiatrist from Ljubljana Psychiatric Hospital, told me, I have a hot girl for you, and I was nothing excited really about this. She's here now in Begunia in a psychiatric, we went here, we visited this. What exactly was she doing there? Have no idea. Maybe, I don't know, maybe on her resume there is something written about somewhere. Maybe it might not even be written about. But at some point in time she already was inside of this psychiatric, under very close supervision, care institution in this Gorenska region, in this Begunia, whatever. That's where you have the hardest people suffering with depression cases, people that involve patients with suicide thoughts. She told me, yeah, after I came out of there, out of this mental hospital, Ljubljana Psychiatric, Ljubljana Polja in 2016, they told me that she disappeared, that she went to Gorenska region, to this Begunia, because she was, I understand, even scared of me. Wow. Scared of me, imagine this. Told me during MK Ultra. Now, I wouldn't even say this kind of stuff. I swear to God, I'm not full of shit. I'm telling you the truth and nothing else than true. The psychiatrists are full of shit like you wouldn't believe. Had me inside of this this hospital, in this Begunia, whatever, and teased me with the sex issues inside of this hospital, literally telling me, well, you're going to come to me. She was not officially there yet at this begonia. Way before 2016, way before. I have no idea when this was. Maybe this was in, I don't know, 2008 or whatever, 2010, I don't know. She kept coming back to this begonia for these people suffering heavy depression issues. Over the years, she kept coming back there. Why was she coming back there? She said, well, because she told me one day you're going to be coming back to me. So in 2016, when they released me from the psychiatric Ljubljana Polje, according to her words, she went to Gorenska region, I don't know, maybe 120 kilometers from here, whatever, because she was afraid of me. Come on. According also to her words, from other part of MK Ultra, I would become, because of all this stuff, so suicidal, that she will be there waiting for me. As I would come, that she would help me out. That all this because of me. All this because of me. This is all the time bullshit. So you have, number one, teasing you actually sexually inside of this psychiatric unit in this begonia, whatever place. Number two, telling person that you basically care for one, that you are there, you specialize yourself into the people with a heavy depression issues because you care about it, you're gonna help person. Number three, I'm afraid of you, disappears exactly on this occasion in the psychiatric hospital in Begonia. And number four, this stuff only lasts 27 years. And of course, this is not about, like I stated earlier, about the wear and fear. No, that's not what's all about. That's why I referred to the people that express like, some kind of concern. Concern didn't do shit for me. If I would be settling for the concerns like this, from the concerns like this, you drop dead. Don't do anything for you, stuff like this. I would think about myself quite frankly, that's what I said about the Hollywood. I would think about myself quite frankly as a trash. And I think quite a lot of people hoped for I would feel about myself as such. Which is, for many, probably, unfortunately, just somehow not the case. Oh, as far as Tatiana Prokshel, I owe her this. She did not forget to insert in the last portion of MK Ultra though, like a little text that you add. When you come, is when I will just destroy you, basically. Simple as this. Because this is just, in a sense, like this. Yeah, that's exactly how it sounded, like for a weak-minded, basically. Okay? So just so that you know. When you come, I destroy. You signed right underneath Tatiana Prokshel, but in 2013, and did so on behalf of Polish psychologist Justinka. A solidarity, I have no idea. That's what probably she really didn't feel anything for me anymore. we would never become anymore so. She would never become so close to me ever again. But until 2013, she was some sort of funny soulmate, Tatiana Prokshil under MK Ultra. That's what I'm saying. Yes, 2013. What is that?